This is another witness interview from Idaho State Police. This was done on November 18th. Maddie was her best friend. Xana and her were in the same sorority. Kaylee and Maddie were childhood best friends, and she never hung out with Ethan. Blank asked Maddie how the house was doing. Maddie said the house and the roommates were great. They had a good system in place. Sergeant asked what room she lived in when she stayed there for school. Blank said her room was upstairs to the left and Mogen's was to the right. Over the summer, she still had some belongings there because she planned on going back. Towards the end of July, Kaylee texted Blank and asked her if she could move into her room. Blank told her yes because she had decided not to go back to the house and stayed in Boise. I asked if she knew all the tenants who currently resided in the house. Blank said along with the 3 involved, Blank lived in Reno. Her and Maddie met in 2019. They kept in contact. She said Maddie was the most anti-conflict person ever. She described the house she lived in as an open door policy, meaning people were constantly going in and out of the house. She was always scared of, quote-unquote, something like that happening. She would triple check the lock on her door because she didn't feel safe. Maddie would leave her bedroom door unlocked most of the time, as well as her window. There were times she would hear footsteps in the house and would blow it off thinking someone just had a friend over. Sergeant asked while she was living there if there were any break-ins or if she heard of a stalker. There would be times she would wake up and would see the sliding glass door was unlocked. She thought it might have been from someone forgetting to lock the door after having people over the night before. I asked about the other times the glass door was found unlocked and opened. Blank told her a while back they had all gone out. When they got back, they noticed the sliding glass door was open. The girls were usually pretty good at making sure the doors were locked. Most people would use the front door. Only their close friends would use the sliding glass door in the kitchen. She had 3 different run-ins with a white male who she described as approximately 5'5", fit build, slick black hair, clean-shaved, possibly mid-20s. The first time was at the corner club. He approached her and called her by her name. Blank did not know him. He told her he had come back and changed his major. She told her boyfriend about the weird guy she kept seeing. The third time, she told her boyfriend about the guy. Her boyfriend was going to talk to the guy, but she did not let him. She never figured out who the guy was, but did remember what he looked like. Okay, stay with me, guys. Sergeant asked if Kaylee ever talked about a stalker. Blank told her about a time at Winco where Kaylee thought somebody was following her. Recently, Kaylee told Blank she took out the trash to the dumpster located across the parking lot and felt there was a figure standing around close by. Kaylee texted her friend, Blank, and asked her when she would be home. Kaylee was home alone at that time. The sergeant asked if she heard about how the girls' day had gone. She heard about the day activities from Blank and through Snapchat. Blank said they had a really good day and had fun. It sounded like they started at their house and went to Blank apartments. She believed at some point, Xana and her boyfriend, Ethan, and Blank went back to the house because they weren't 21 years old. Maddie and Kaylee went to the corner club. I'm assuming it is the White's apartments, which is next door, because that is where they took their last picture. I asked Blank if Blank had mentioned what she thought happened. It was game day, so everyone had been drinking. Blank told her she wasn't sure when Xana and Ethan got home. Xana was with Blank, and they were home before Maddie and Kaylee got back. Blank told her she went upstairs, ate grub truck with Maddie and Kaylee. She went back downstairs to go to bed. When Blank asked if Blank mentioned seeing anybody else in the house or anybody came home with Maddie and Kaylee, she said no. It sounded like it was just the 3 of them eating grub truck. Blank told Blank she woke up around 4 a.m. to music playing. She hoped Kaylee would turn it off soon. Blank had said she could hear Kaylee and her dog Murphy play upstairs. Shortly after that, Blank told Blank the music turned off and heard Kaylee say, "I think someone is here." Okay, this is Dylan telling the witness, who was quote-unquote Maddie's best friend, about what had happened that night when they were back to the house. So she hears Kaylee say, "I think someone is here." Blank told Blank she heard someone run up the stairs and run back down. Blank said she peeked out of her room, excuse me, and did not see anything but could vaguely hear someone in the bathroom. She called Blank and Blank told her to come down to her room. Bethany called Dylan and told her to come down to her room. After a few minutes, Blank told her she opened her bedroom door and saw a person standing out there, and they made eye contact. Blank said he then walked out of the sliding door. So my question is, did he close the sliding door after he left? Did she run and close the door? So the door remained open, right? The sliding door remained open. That is on the same floor as Dylan and Xana's room. So keep that in mind. That was at quote-unquote 4 in the morning when she saw that. And keep that in mind because she then sees Xana at 11 or 12 when they made that 911 call. In the same position, laying in the same position she saw her at 4 in the morning. So keep that in mind. How cold is it that she would still think that Xana's just passed out drunk? Let's continue. It's almost done. Sergeant asked if Blank had described this person to her. Blank told her she felt hazy and didn't remember many details. Blank told her she thought the person was about her height and had his face and forehead covered. Blank said she ran to Blank's room and locked the door. Sergeant asked why she thought someone would want to harm her friends. She thought it was someone who was watching. She was always afraid of that. She always had an uneasy, weird feeling at the house, which was one of the reasons why she didn't want to go back. She felt the house was easy to get into and easy to watch because they didn't have any blinds over their windows and the layout of the house. Blank had told Blank the sliding glass door was broken at one point. If the door was jiggled just right, the door would unlock. If the front door was unlocked, you had to enter the code on the keypad, but if the deadbolt wasn't locked, the door would be opened. I asked Blank if there was anybody else we should talk to. We should talk to Blank. The interview was concluded.